In the small village of Agutsi in Africa, life had a way of testing the strength of one's spirit, especially married couples. For Nana and Dede, these tests had come in the form of a painful, lingering hope that had gone unanswered for 10 long years. The couple had been married for a decade, and despite their love and dedication to each other, they remained childless. In a village where children were seen as blessings from their ancestors, their situation had turned Nana into the subject of scorn and ridicule. For 10 years now Nana and Dede have sought help to resolve this problem, but to no avail. Nana, a very peaceful and loving woman, became a shadow of herself, although one could see that she was indeed stressed out. But Nana was no ordinary woman. Despite the whispers and mocking laughter from the women at the market where she sold foodstuffs, she remained resilient. With her heart heavy yet her spirit unbroken, she dedicated herself to her business and her husband, Dede, a carpenter known for his craftsmanship and kind heart. While others saw her as barren, Dede saw her as his unwavering partner. He loved Nana deeply and refused to allow the pressures from the village or even his family to shake his commitment to her. Dede's mother, in particular, had been harsh. As her first son, Dede was expected to father children to carry on the family's legacy. His mother would often urge him to take another wife, one who could bear him a child. Yet Dede remained resolute. "I love my wife," he would say, "and I will stand by her, child or no child." His refusal infuriated his mother, but his loyalty to Nana was unbreakable. Though Nana appreciated Dede's love, her heart ached with guilt. She felt as though she was depriving him of the joy of fatherhood. One evening, after another confrontation with his family, she tearfully suggested, "Dede, maybe it's time you listen to your mother. You deserve to have a child. You should marry someone who can give you that." But Dede shook his head and took her hands in his. "I don't need another wife, Nana. Need you. We are in this together." Despite their childlessness, Nana and Dede were stressed and sad, but they were hopeful. Nana and Dede continued to pray and hope for a miracle. Then one day, a new possibility arose. As Nana tended to her stall in the bustling market, a woman approached her with a paper which states that free medical checkups will be available soon in the village. The woman explained that a group of doctors from the city were coming to the village to offer free medical checkups. Nana, excited, took the flyer eagerly from the lady and took it home and showed it to Dede that evening. "Do you think we should go?" she asked. Dede nodded. "It can't hurt to see if there's something we haven't considered." The following week, they visited the health center. After several tests, the doctors called them in for the results. Nana's heart pounded in her chest, and fear and hope swelled inside her. The doctor, a kind young man with a serious expression, sat them down and explained, "Nana, according to the tests, you are perfectly healthy. There is no medical reason preventing you from having children." Nana felt a strange mix of relief and confusion. But before she could process the information, the doctor turned to Dede. "Dede, however, the results show that you have a low sperm count, which is likely the reason you two haven't been able to conceive." Dede blinked in surprise. He was very surprised. He had never considered that the issue could lie with him. For so long, they had assumed Nana couldn't bear children. The doctor was gentle but clear. "This is not an uncommon condition, and treatments available can help. It will require patience and time, but it is something we can work on." Dede looked at Nana, worry in his eyes, but her expression remained calm. She reached out and took his hand. "We'll get through this," she said firmly. "Together." And so they began the treatment, deciding to keep the details of Dede's condition a secret. They didn't want to add fuel to the gossip and whispers that already surrounded them. In the privacy of their home, they prayed together, worked together, and continued to live their lives, hoping that their dream of becoming parents would one day come true. One day Dede's mother visited, and as usual, she was cruel to Nana, telling her that her time was due to stay in her son's house, that she had to leave her son because she had found another wife who could get pregnant for her son. Nana, speechless, began to cry. Dede, hearing what his mother was saying to his wife, became more angry. He said, "Mother, stop it. Please stop it. You must not come to my house to insult and hurt my wife. I have had enough from you. Listen, Mother. For your information, my wife Nana is not leaving and never will she. In addition, Mother, I will never marry any other girl, be it rain or shine. Go and tell all those mocking my wife and to continue and not stop. I have also warned my siblings to watch their speech. Mum, for your information, my wife is perfectly fine. I can see that you forget so quick. Let me ask you, Mother, after how many years of marriage did you finally get pregnant? It took you 7 years before you got pregnant. Nobody mocked you. My father was with you like you always say all through those difficult years. Because of only 10 years of childlessness, you want me to marry another woman. Look, Mum, you cannot succeed. I won't let you, so listen attentively. My lovely Mum," Dede saying sarcastically, "Mother, your son has been the cause of our childlessness, if you care to know." Dede's mother, hearing this, stood up from her chair, looking very surprised, saying, "Son, repeat what you said." Dede replied, "Mother, Dede Uche, your son is the cause of my wife's childlessness due to my low sperm count. I hope this will make you happy. So please kindly leave my house. I need to attend to my wife. Do have a great day." Dede's mother, speechless, looking confused, left her son's house. For months, Dede's mother did not visit nor speak to Nana. Dede was very sad, expected his mother to understand better, but was just unfair. Months passed, and one day, Nana noticed something different. She felt sick. She had missed her monthly bleeding. At first, she brushed it off, thinking it was simply a delay. But as the days turned into weeks, a spark of hope began to grow within her. Dede advised she went to the health center for a checkup. She went to the health center for a test, and the result was something she had longed to hear for 10 years. She was pregnant. When she shared the news with Dede, he could hardly believe it. He lifted her into his arms, tears streaming down his face. "We did it, Nana. We did it!" He screamed, "Thank God! Nana, my beloved wife," he said, "we're going to be parents finally. I am so happy. Nana, thank you for being an amazing wife throughout these difficult years. You are simply unbreakable, my love." Dede, very excited and grateful. Nana replied, "Yes, my loving husband, we thank God indeed for everything. It was not easy, but we made it." Nana, overjoyed. "Thank you so much, Dede, for being the best husband on earth. He stood by me and for us all through these difficult years. I am indeed blessed to be called your wife," she said with tears. Their joy only multiplied when months later, Nana gave birth to not just one child, but two, a beautiful set of twins, a boy and a girl. The village was vibrant with the news. The same people who had mocked Nana for years were now lost in words. All those who were mocking her became speechless. They were surprised to hear the best news in the village. Dede's mother, who had been so cruel and dismissive, came to their home, tears in her eyes, asking for forgiveness. "Nana, forgive me for the way I treated you. I was wrong," she said, her voice trembling with emotion. Nana, with the grace that had carried her through years of pain, forgave her. She had no room in her heart for bitterness or resentment. The joy of her children, the love of her husband, and the miracle they had received were more than enough to fill her heart. In the months following the birth of her twins, Nana's life took on a new purpose. She knew that her story was not just one of personal triumph. It was a story that could inspire others. She reached out to the health organization that had brought the doctors to the village and began collaborating with them to raise awareness about infertility and the importance of medical checkups. She spoke at community gatherings, using her own experience as an example of how infertility was not just a woman's problem, and how medical intervention and love could change everything. Nana became famous far and wide, traveling to nearby villages to share her story. Couples who had once suffered in silence began seeking help, and many found solutions to their struggles. Nana's resilience, faith, and tireless support for her husband had led her to a place of peace and fulfillment. She had once been the subject of mockery, but now she was a sign of hope for others. Her journey had taught her that sometimes the greatest trials in life are simply the beginning of something greater.